A recent study shows that South Africa has the highest obesity rate in sub-Saharan Africa, with 61% of South Africans either overweight or obese. I'm joined on the line by Dr. Dominique Stott. She's going to speak to us a little bit more about this. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
Now, this is certainly a worrying statistic that 61% of South Africans are overweight. Tell us a little bit more about this.
You know, the biggest problem that people are eating too much and exercising too little. This is a lifestyle problem, and unfortunately, it's a Western lifestyle problem that seems to have infiltrated the South African culture, and it seems to be here to stay, and it's growing. Unless people take their lifestyle seriously, this is not something that's going to change. And if they don't do something about it, we are going to end up in South Africa with a real health crisis on our hands.
Absolutely. Now, this high statistic, 61% of South Africans, certainly has an effect on all aspects of South African life. Talk to us a little bit about that.
The 61% is based on the overweight and obese. So this means people who are have a BMI which is over about 25. The BMI is based on your height and weight. Of course, BMI is not the only indicator of somebody who is unhealthy, but it's something that is used in the insurance industry. The 61% does mean that this problem is increasing, because a couple of years ago it was not this high, and because it's getting bigger, the pun, if you will, our figures of diabetes and hypertension are increasing. Therefore, strokes and heart attacks are increasing. People must take this seriously. Now, we're coming obviously to the end of the year where we're entering the festive season, which is exactly the time of year when actually people can reevaluate their whole lifestyle. It's not an opportunity to completely lose control. It can actually be an opportunity to reevaluate yourself and think to yourself, maybe from next year, I'm going to do things differently. So it doesn't have to be the same next year as it is now. My feeling is that people can incrementally change their lifestyle to be healthier. It doesn't have to be a big bang approach, but they can certainly introduce new things into their lifestyles from the holiday season onwards, so that going forward into the future, they are going to be healthier in a year's time than they are now.
Now, as we look at the knock-on effects of obesity and being overweight, like diabetes and high blood pressure, this is certainly going to have an impact on insurance policies and South Africans' financial lives. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, in the insurance industry, the most important criteria is always to take out your life insurance and your disability insurance when you're young and healthy. But of course, most people don't do this. Most people end up taking out insurance or thinking about increasing their insurance once they've had some event take place. We generally in the insurance industry load people or impose some form of exclusion perhaps, or even decline people who have got some kind of health impairment, and this includes severe obesity. Severe obesity, simply by its implications of the knock-on effects, as you quite rightly said, will lead people to die sooner or be unable to work sooner than expected. Therefore, we cannot offer some of these people insurance at all. And I'm talking about life insurance. So there are serious implications. Once somebody has developed diabetes, for example, many companies cannot offer any form of insurance to people who have already developed diabetes. So different companies differ in their underwriting for these particular health conditions. But once you've developed a health condition, you cannot expect an insurance company to offer you the standard rates that would apply to an otherwise healthy person.
Dr. Stott, thank you for speaking to us today.